Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Cincinnati Man. I'm here with my sister.
Hello.
Okay, let's proceed with the plan. And that plan is to talk about, to give our thoughts, our reaction, our review on 28 weeks later.
Years.
Dang, I keep saying that. 28 years later. Now, I'm go ahead and ask you this question. Do you know anything about the franchise?
I knew you were gonna ask that, and no, I do not. I
You
mean,
didn't
I know Killian Murphy was in the first one, but I've never seen it, and I love him, but I've never seen it. I've never seen any of.
Okay, so what are your thoughts? Okay. And just let you know, here we do spoilers immediately. We want to talk about it, just get it out the way. I mean, so if you're coming here, you're coming here to get it fully spoiled. And please like, share, and subscribe. And if you're new, hey, check out a few other things. I'm not gonna force you to do anything now, but probably at the end of the video, I'll ask you. So, let's try this again. What do you think of this world of 28 years later? A world that you have no idea about. Did you read anything? Did you
Nope.
look at anything? So, what do you think of the zombie world that
I
they
mean, it just
created?
reminded me of Walking Dead, which I never really watched either. I watched like the first like 4 episodes, and then I was out. But yeah, I really wanted to see it because Aaron was in it, so that was that.
I'm gonna say this right now. What? So you kind of triggered me. Aaron? What's his name? What's his name? What's his full name? He got three names. He got three
Not to
names.
me.
Taylor Johnson or Johnson
Yes.
Taylor. I'm just gonna say this right now. Aaron Johnson,
Taylor Johnson.
Aaron Taylor Johnson, you are doing an amazing job being in everything. And me not being like, I'm tired of you. It's interesting because there is stuff where you'd be like, dang,
There's a certain person that you're tired
well,
of.
well, there's certain people you're tired of too. See, people are trying to put this
I mean,
hate,
it was your comment.
this hate halo on top of this crown me, this biggest. Everybody has actors and singers that annoy them. I mean, you used to be a huge Drake fan. Now you can't stand them. So hey,
Anyway,
yeah. See, look, because I think we've seen 3 of his movies this year. We've seen 3 movies this year, I think.
I don't think it was this year.
Okay, because we've seen 28 weeks later.
Years.
We saw Craven.
Yeah.
28 years later.
Oh, we did. We saw Nosferatu too.
And Nosferatu. We've literally seen 3 movies with this guy in it.
Yeah.
And I will say this. I've seen him in a lot of movies over the years, and I realized something. He is really one of those actors that doesn't want to be pigeonholed and do just you. Even if the stuff I'm not feeling, you could tell he's trying to go for it.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't feeling Nosferatu. You know that.
Fell asleep.
Yeah, I fell asleep on it. I did the solo review and everything. Like, yo, look, I fell asleep. I'm telling you, I ain't even gonna lie. But just like I liked. Remember, I saw, and then the year before I saw him in Bullet Train because somebody finally told me to watch Bullet Train.
Yeah, I love that movie.
And it was just like he has this real unique thing that he just wants to be. He wants to change his character in a way, and also, I'm happy that now that thinking about the movie now, I'm happy that he was only in it for a little bit.
That's another thing. It seems like he's only in his movies for like that much time. Because at one point I said, "Where's Aaron?"
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Excuse me, where's Aaron?
I asked you that today when we was in the movies. I said, "Okay, well, where's Aaron?"
Well,
but
back to so you just thought it was just like any other zombie movie.
Yeah.
But you liked it.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure you liked it or not. Because there was a part of the movie where you kind of just laid back and was just watching it. And I was like, does she like this?
Yeah, I like it. I was tired.
I'm assuming Oh,
I know why I laid back, because I was annoyed. But
okay, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to tell you?
Tell me what.
Okay. Anything else you want to say before we really get into it? And just on the.
I was happy that Jack O'Connell. Is that his name? was in it. The guy from Sinners, Emick. But once again, I thought he was gonna be in it more. But I don't know where I got that from.
I
That's
thought,
just assuming, I guess.
hey, I thought Killian Murphy was going to be in it, and then when I looked it up when we left the movies,
Mm,
I'm gonna say it like this because I'm gonna chop this up into the like TikTok or whatever. Hey, this is a spoiler. Because I never do this. This is spoiler warning for people.
mm.
If you're looking for Killian Murphy, he ain't in it.
I knew he wasn't gonna be in it.
No, when it was announced that he got attached to be to return to the franchise.
Yeah, and they thought he was one of the
Yeah, and he
people,
said
but it
no, he's
wasn't.
not that. But we never got to. No, he's coming in a different movie probably.
Mm.
The build up to this was like, oh, he gonna be in it, and then I just recently read something like, oh no, he ain't in it. It's like
Yeah.
y'all, they didn't nip that in the bud early.
When you text me if we was going to see it today, I just assumed that he wasn't gonna be in it. I wasn't looking for him. So
You didn't know nothing about the thing anyway.
I mean, I know that he was in it, and I know he hasn't been in them, since the first one, I think. But I know he wasn't gonna be in this one.
Okay. Do you think I like the movie?
The majority of it, yes.
I did enjoy the movie. I have seen all three movies. Not recently though. I didn't want to do. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not one of these movie people that want to watch all the movies before I go see something. I'd rather like have my memories of
Mm-hmm.
it and then be like, let's see if it holds up. Because the other one came out like 2004 or something. The first one,
Yeah.
eight or five. Let me look it up. Let me look it up right now. We ain't even gonna play like this. And also, I'm mad because they kind of spoiled something in the future for me because I was looking at Wiki and they were describing some of the characters, and I
Mm-hmm.
was like, well, I didn't realize that about them at all. Like more descriptive of who they were,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, well, that kind of ruined that for me. 2002, and I each one's different from each other.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is very onto itself, and I did see somewhere the director like he ain't really trying to link them all like that together. Like
Mm-hmm.
it ain't be no big shared universe. It almost like a day in a life or a week in a life of some characters that's living through this.
Mm-hmm.
And the first one was very isolated. It was about somebody wakes up like I don't want to.
I mean,
You
I
should
get the
watch it.
gist. I
You should
know the
watch it.
gist
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
But and then the next one was more of a military. The second one was more of a military one because it was like it's called 28 months later. It's 28 days later. Then it's
Who was
28
the
months
star
later.
of it? Was it
You'll be
Mila?
surprised. You'll be
Was it a
surprised.
girl?
Um, the star of it. Who was I talking to about this? It was James. I was like, you know what's crazy? Everybody forgets that Jeremy Renner and Idris Elba was in it because it wasn't as well received as the first one.
Mm.
Like, but at the same time, you had these great actors in it, and nobody remembers. Um, let me see. Dang, was it 28? My bad. Not 28. It's 28 weeks later.
Mm.
Then it's 20. There was a rumor that it was going to do 28 months or something like that, but they end up not doing it. So it's 20. It's 28 days later. It's 28 weeks later.
Mm.
Then it's 28
Years.
years later. And in the 28 weeks, let's see. Jeremy Renner was in it. Idris Elba was in it. I don't know if you know who Rose Byrne is. I don't know if you know Robert Carlyle. It's like people from over. Yeah,
Mm.
I don't know. I've heard Rose Byrne though. But anyway, it was a um. Let's go here. We gonna get this out the way. The person that we could not stand the whole time was Spike.
And if I heard his name
One more
I was
time.
gonna scream.
And what it kind of name is Spike? The last time I liked the character, I'm gonna tell you the only character I liked in the name. There's only been two characters in the history that I liked in my life named Spike.
The one from Buffy.
You already know.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, shout out to him. And I think wasn't the the dog from Doug named Spike.
Nah, he was pork chop.
Wait, what? Who was Spike in Doug?
Spike
Was the
was
evil dog,
no Spike
or was it the
was from
bully?
Rugrats.
Oh, it was. Let
Hmm.
me look that up.
I know.
You see that Spike?
Rugrats was my favorite cartoon growing up. That and Rocco, my
Okay, well,
modern life,
yeah, you're right. So there's only 2 times I ever liked Spike.
and Spike Lee.
Dang, 3 times. Okay, no more Spikes. Okay, look, this Spike ain't joining them.
Yeah, he's
This Spike
not.
is out.
He's not.
That little kid.
He,
That little
I was
kid.
cool with him up
Hey, I
until
wasn't
like the
cool with it.
middle of
Yeah, you know what's funny? You know I didn't like. You know I didn't like him once he got scared.
Yeah.
Once he
Oh
got scared,
yeah. Well, I mean,
like I get part of me gets it, but the other part is that just showed me how sheltered and soft. It's kind of like
well,
surprising.
they're in a
Like,
sheltered environment. He's
man, look.
not. He didn't even know what a cell phone was.
And you know it's also, I'm gonna say this right now. Was that Spike's was that Spike's real daddy? Was what's his name?
In the movie, his name was Jamie.
Is Jamie Spike's daddy?
Why?
Because it felt weird. It was weird. It was like because she said something. She said something, and the way she said it, I thought because remember she was going in and out of it,
Mm-hmm.
and she said something like, "If your father was here" or something like. Remember she said
He
something.
wasn't there. He
Yeah,
wasn't
but
in the house.
yeah, he was downstairs or something, or
Yeah.
like that. But the way she said it, I got confused. I was like, did he just get with this woman that had a kid and just raising the kid as his own? So
Mm-hmm.
so then I wondered if they was even married or anything. Because on here the weekend thing, I'm a close. Like it says that husband, but I'm like, were they married? I don't remember. I don't remember. Also, a little known fact: there was a scene. Remember, he was cooking the eggs. Well, he was gonna burn the eggs.
Mm-hmm.
He's cooking the eggs. His collar was messed up,
I know. I saw
and
that
then
too.
when they switched around, his collar was fine. I was like, how'd I see that? Yeah. When he turned around, his collar. When he was about to turn around, his collar. It was a cut scene. His collar was perfect. And when he was cooking, I, hey,
What?
I don't know what y'all do across the pond, but you know, seasoning.
Oh.
There wasn't no, you didn't see no seasoning. Also, that bacon wasn't cooked. That bacon
It
he left his
wasn't.
mama, that bacon was
Or it
pink.
had a lot of fat on it.
I ain't never in my life. It had to have a lot of fat on it. I ain't never in my life said, "Hey, can you cook my bacon? Can you cook my bacon raw?" For real. I like my bacon. I like my bacon.
Or it might have been. Well, never mind.
They're what?
I was gonna say turkey bacon, but I doubt it.
Oh yeah. Um. It it was scary, but it was more intriguing than it was interesting because there. I think that we had jump scares in it or things, but we were so intrigued by how odd the world was. It was more like for me, I was more staring at it. And then when stuff happened, I was like, oh, but then
Yeah, you were very vocal. I'm like, shut up.
I know, right? Like, wow.
You
wow.
were loud.
I was not that
laughed
loud.
at inappropriate moments.
Give me an inappropriate. Give me one inappropriate moment. Exactly. She ain't got them. She ain't got it.
I just got to think about it.
Look. See, everybody calls me out, but when I put up their feet to the fire, they be like, oh, whatever.
I think when Eric died, I think you laughed when he pulled him.
Okay. Oh yeah. I like that they made some development in the creatures. Like, oh wait, there's a perfectly born kid, healthy kid. That could be a plot point. Like, wait a minute, they can have babies.
Yeah, because I don't know what was up with that.
Because that
unless
kid,
she was pregnant before she got.
Yeah,
infected.
that's what happened. But you ain't never.
Where did she come from?
And then when dude was looking at her, it was like, wait a minute, did y'all have sex?
Oh, Samson or whatever his name was,
Alpha,
the big one.
The Alpha, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was like his.
Yeah, because he looked at her like, "Are you okay?" Almost like, and it was so vague. It makes you want to know more about what's going on. But is it going to be dang? I mean, it's 28. What is it? It's 28 years later. What's the next one going to be?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because is it still okay to keep the same thing as 28?
Probably.
Yeah, okay. So we both didn't like the kid.
I mean, I was fine with him up until he left without his dad and took his mom.
And that was so like it's funny. There was stuff in this movie that made me frustrated, but it didn't turn me off from hating it.
Yeah.
Where I was, it's more just like it's the classic thing when you watch a scary movie. You're like, why y'all do that?
Mhm.
That's dumb. I wouldn't have
Mhm.
did that, and the idea that he heard about that doctor, he didn't even check it out first. He just went there with his mom.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have made it. She shouldn't have, she technically at the end didn't make it,
Yeah.
but she shouldn't even made it there.
Yeah.
Um that was gangster when she killed that creature, but that creature ain't that strong.
Yeah, it was one of the feeble ones.
And that little boy fell
How do you
asleep.
sleep through that?
How do you fall asleep? Do something like you're like, you don't hear that next to you?
Yeah, and especially when it was like eating his shoelace.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
back to okay. How should I say this? His wife, okay, his wife is dying.
yes.
I thought, like I said, if we went by the original premise that I thought it was,
Mm.
I thought it was he just got with a woman that had a kid, and then they not married and none. He's just raising the kid as his own.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't think they were married. I think they were just calling him dead. I thought he was just surly, kind of like he seemed like he adjusted. He's with them now, and I like the misdirect because you thought that he was the kid,
Yeah, I did.
and you thinking like he's just living his life. He lives in his world, and yeah, if I was with somebody, no, I wouldn't cheat on them if they were dying. But I thought they had some kind of mutual understanding. That's what confused me at first. And then when the kid got mad and everything, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, wait a minute, what's going? You know what I mean? Because I think because she's dying, and when he's like, you gonna be with Rose now? That's why I come out thinking like he was like a step kid or something.
I don't know, because Jamie said something like, before you were born, me and your mom did something. I can't remember,
Oh,
but
okay.
I think that is his actual dad.
Hmm.
I just don't think that they're like have that close relationship because, like she said, he wanted him to be tough. So
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, look, he got his hair out. He got his hair at the end of the movie, his hair all long and stuff. Spike's hair got a little bit longer. And also, he ain't 12. That boy, everything at 14. That boy ain't no 12-year-old. Get out of here.
wow,
Get out of here.
14,
That's a difference.
huge difference.
A 12-year-old to a 14-year-old is a gigantic difference. First of
All kids
all,
to me.
first of all, it's 12. It ain't teen. 12 is different than teen. Like 13, 14.
All I see is a child.
So moving on. Why that doctor should have been dead.
I mean, he's a doctor. He's got ways to
Like,
survive.
he had
I
some good
guess.
ideas, but the worst idea he had, he should have killed Samson when he
Yeah, I
tranks
thought that was
he tranks
interesting.
them to make them sleep and then runs away.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. He doesn't kill them. Maybe he wants to study him. I don't know.
And we never got the explanation.
Yeah, maybe when he tranks them, he uses the blood to like do something with it or something.
One
I
thing
don't
we
know.
did find out which was interesting. We did find out that the world, they quarantined that island,
Mm.
and it seems like they fought back the infection because they actually said it wasn't like some type or some words or something. I can't remember. It was something where, or did he just say it? I think he just said it, huh? Eric. I thought there was something else that was, or did Jamie? Because they were talking about how like the world's onto itself and you
Mm-hmm.
can't go nowhere, and we're keeping you in.
Yeah.
And it's like, but there's an island next to the island. Here's another like, when y'all check that island too? You get it? Don't step on this island right here. He was like, well, my community's across over there.
Mm.
Yeah, but right here, it's like I should have just checked the island. It's such an odd movie because I feel like we got everything, but we still don't know nothing.
I will probably watch it again.
Like I can't. I just want to see the next one. I want to see what this Jimmy character, like when Jimmy, that thing at the end was so weird.
To me, I think that was because Jimmy was so young when he lost everything. So he still like he goes up what he knows. So those people that were fighting kind of represents like the Teletubbies because that's all he knew. That's all he probably watched.
Oh, because of the tracksuits and
Yeah, and the
everything.
tracksuits, and he said something that made me think of the Teletubbies, but just by going off of that, and he was such a young kid when he lost everything, so I think he just
Oh,
goes from that. And they were like playful and everything like that. It seemed like so. I don't know.
playful. They crazy.
You know.
See, look at y'all. They're so playful. They so ha ha he he. What do you what? They crazy.
I mean, when they were doing their flips and
In the
stuff.
words of Chris Rock, whatever happened to crazy?
Anyway.
Okay, then. Well, I think that's it. I mean, you got any other outstanding anything else?
Mm-mm.
I will definitely. I All I can say is, go check it out.
Yeah.
Excellent, good movie, good movie. It's kind of like a palate cleanser, you know, because I've seen so many like superhero stuff,
Mm.
and I finished Insecure and some
Never
other
seen it.
things. Yeah, so I'm I'm excited to see where this franchise goes. But at the same time, I have no idea how they're going to do this.
They'll figure it out. I mean, you still got Spike still alive, and Jimmy and
I want to see.
Jamie.
I want. I want Spike to grow up.
He will.
I want Spike to at least 18. 18. I need that.
I
Oh,
want to know what's gonna happen with the baby.
oh, yeah, gonna leave that baby there.
Yeah.
It was like, what? And nobody noticed. Who he, Batman? How you gonna walk all across there?
Right. I
Nobody
guess they were
noticed it.
asleep.
Like, get out of here,
I guess
man.
they were asleep.
I'll Cincinnati, man. We're done.
Yep.
So, we'll catch you on the next one. Take care
Bye.
and bye bye.